Hey, what's going on, y'all? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ayoka, and I am the Oracle G. I definitely appreciate you guys' support for tuning in, hitting the like button, subscribe, and also hitting that thanks button if you want to send me a little donation. Thank you in advance for whatever positive energy exchange you give me, okay? So this will be a twin flame message. Don't forget, every twin is on a different stage of their twin flame journey. And if you are being triggered by something that is said in this video, I encourage you to face the mirror. Why? Because this is what the journey is about. It's about your evolution, okay? So, however, let me set my intentions. Don't forget, only take what resonates for you, okay? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my angelic guides, for helping me to guide my twin flames into their evolution. Thank you so much for using me as the messenger, for closing the gates to anything not in alignment with the divine's will. I thank you for blocking any negative energies that are trying to come in and interfere with the reading and interfere with my twins in their journey. Thank you so much for helping us to be able to hear the downloads that you give us to be able to move to the next steps. Thank you for speaking through me loud and clearly, and so it is. All right, y'all. So, 2 cards came out, and it was 5 of Michael and the Ace of Raphael. So the 5 of Michael basically says, release your attachment to the outcome, right? The situation doesn't serve you. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. And then it says a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, or deep and lasting spiritual insight is going to be coming into you. And what I'm feeling with this is that it's something that you need to release. And that's going to be what? Your attachment to the outcome of what is going to take place with you and your twin, right? Stay positive. And once you begin to release that attachment to the outcome, then bam, guess what comes in? A new positive experience, okay? Something more emotionally fulfilling, more romantic, all right? And even more spiritual insight, okay? Because you guys are meant to take this journey together anyway. And the lovers, the twin flames, are governed by who? Archangel Michael, right? So you are being guided on this journey all the way through. And yeah, I definitely suggest pay attention, listen to your intuition. You're getting tons and tons of downloads. You're not on this journey alone, okay? You have a lot of spiritual helpers that are helping you, guiding you, and gonna make sure you get through this, all right? Just know that for sure, but you have to be willing and open to be instructed, okay? I guess that's how you want to say, to be instructed, really, for real. This is what it is, because it's a whole learning experience that we're going through when we're on this journey. And I'm divine feminine, so I definitely understand. And especially right now, while we're going through Mercury retrograde, it could be a lot of communication problems, not being able to communicate certain things. But we're almost out of it, okay? June the 3rd is coming now, all right? That's my mom's 60th birthday too, y'all. But however, yeah, we're going to get through this, all right? It's mind over matter, okay? We have control over our thoughts. And we are going to constantly keep conquering the hell out of our egos, okay? So tell me about the 5 of Michaels here. Look, devil. We are going to conquer the hell out of the devil. That ninja gonna be in chains, right? Basically, it's time to release your attachment to the outcome. It's based off of ego, whether that's for you or whether that's for the divine masculine. You know, the divine masculines are really, really terrified of commitment. I don't know what it's about. They want the divine feminine. They want to be next to the divine feminine. They want the divine feminine all the time. They crave their divine feminine. It's like, of course, you know, that chemistry, that energy is there. But when you actually say the commitment part of it, it's like, right? They clam up, they shut down, they do all types of stuff, okay? And they are very fearful of doing that, where, you know, you're ready for them to offer you something freaking serious. You're ready for them to, like, look, it's time, okay? It's time. We've already been on this journey. We're growing up, right? We're learning some things, and it's time. You know, that's for most. Some are still not connected with their masculines for some odd reason. And I'm not going to say for some odd reason, but it's just more like it's still some things that have to be learned, you know, and sometimes some of the masculines can be very resistant to the change, and some others are not. Some others are surrendering to a certain degree but still resisting, right? Because the energy that's happening now is like a lot of the collective who are in communication or in who have reconciled with their masculines, they are being resistant to a particular change, and that's making a decision, a major decision. That's what's next, okay? The masculines have to make a decision. They have to decide to choose healthier, happier options at hand. They got to start making choices now based from their feelings, their heart space, not based from what they think, but based off of what they're feeling. So they're now being guided to follow their heart, and they're struggling with that. They're struggling with it. I'm not going to lie, but I already, feel like, for most, that these masculines will overcome this. It in the way that it looks and appears to you now, divine feminine, it may look as though it looks hopeless, right? You're going to have to release that energy of hopelessness, okay? Because that goes totally against what this journey stands for, okay? So if you're hopeless about your masculine actually overcoming some of these challenges, you're saying that you don't believe in yourself. Remember, because they are a mere reflection of you, okay? Them succeeding is you succeeding. So remember that, okay? So, and as a Queen of Wands, this is what you do. You're sitting pretty, boo. You manifesting your goals, and you will. And what you're trying to manifest is divine masculine coming in with that King of Pentacles energy. They will. And I really feel like this is what you're hoping for. You're attached to that. It's like, I'm attached to this, and this has got to happen this way, and it got to happen at this time, and they need to do it now, right? And they're in this energy too of now. They're in this sense of urgency of they're ready for their life to get together now. And they're ready to be financially stable. They're ready to have this firm foundation for themselves. They're tired of the karmic cycles, and they want to get through it now. They got this urgency too, and so do you. 7-11 on my clock. Your now may be different from theirs, but again, y'all still mirroring this energy to each other with each other, okay? You're trying to manifest commitment. They're at this stage now where they're trying to be fully committed to manifesting a better life for themselves, right? Or being a better person. So, yeah, it takes time. You've been through that stage that they're going through now. So remember that, okay? Now, take a more uplifting approach to it. Definitely remember where you came from as well. Remember that they are a mere reflection of you. So basically, if you feel like, or you lacking the confidence in your person, or you feel like they can't do it, then you saying you can't do it. 8 o'clock on my clock, y'all. But however, let me see. Start to think of this as something that's more fulfilling, something that's more deep and lasting, okay? Now, let me see something here. Tell me about Ace of Raphael. You're going to be able to move on from whatever is taking place, even if you feel defeated, even if you feel like, this is not going to go anywhere. Even if you're arguing or there's conflict and you feel like me keep saying the same thing over and over again, it means nothing for me to do it, because no matter what, the divine masculine is going to still do and say whatever they want to say, right? I'm going to lose regardless. If you're in that mindset, of course, this is what you're going to actually manifest for yourself, but you're going to be able to recover and heal and move beyond whatever the pain is or whatever the conflict is that you guys are experiencing, okay? Whatever that tension may be, you're going to be able to get through this. This is also a part of your spiritual experience, right? This is also a part of you gaining that insight as well as what I'm hearing. Tell me about the 5 of Swords, you guys. Yeah, burden, 10 of Wands. It's like what I wanted to say just now is like a lot of us are still, and I say us, right? because I am included in collective, but you know, not knowing exactly who and what I'm talking to. But however, it's just like we're so attached to this particular outcome, and it's becoming a burden for divine feminine just as much as divine masculine feels burdened by their situations, their grief, their past, and things like that. This is becoming a burden to a lot of the divine feminines, because again, we're all in this now energy. We're all in this we need this to happen now, right? Because it's been a very long journey, but of course divine timing is always the right timing regardless. But when it comes to the 3 of Swords and this 8 of Swords in a reverse position, whatever that grief, whatever the heartache, whatever the pain, you know, it's about you finding these solutions to be able to overcome that heartbreak or that grief or your sadness or whatever it is. And that's what the masculines have to do. They have to find a better way to do a whole lot of things that they got going on in their life, a better way of making decisions for themselves that are going to serve their highest good, because they make decisions for themselves that are based off of their lower selves, which keeps them feeling restricted and trapped. This part of the journey for most of the twins is about the masculines. Divine feminine, 11:14 on my clock. Again, divine feminines, we've done the work. We're now in the part where we're operating as Queen of Wands. You know, we're already being the Hierophant. We're already being teachers, spiritual advisors, counselors, mentors, working in our life purpose, you know, operating in our wholeness. They haven't gotten to that point yet. So now this stage is really about them. Yes, we're still feeling the residual effects of their actions, but that's because there's still some things in us that we still have to face and release too as well, right? We're still on the stage of learning too. This is always going to be a consistent, ongoing cycle of healing and learning and growing, all right? Because, I mean, we're going to be touching a lot of lives, you know, in my opinion, and it's going to be like, as long as we're living at least, right? So everything always gives us an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to learn something new. Show me. So don't allow the bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up any communication problems that you may be having with your person here. Okay, with the Ace of Michaels. You got a bunch of wonderful new ideas. It's time to capitalize off of them. All right, this connection is you two meeting is no accident. It's divinely orchestrated. Okay, so the divine has this. All you got to do is keep working on you, basically. It's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once can definitely do what? Create an imbalance. It's about the yin and the yang, right? It's about duality at the end of the day. And this is where I feel like the masculines are learning to as well. How to have balance. Because they're working and working and working and having multiple projects and all of these things like that, because they're trying to build some type of foundation for themselves. Okay, so that's their mission right now. All right, with the 2 of Gabriel's coming out, it says make bold and ambitious choices. Again, this is where the masculine, like I'm literally speaking this before the cards come out. This is literally where the masculines are at this point, where they have to be able to make bold and ambitious choices for themselves in order to see the progress, right? And realize that this relationship that they have with divine feminine is important. It's an important relationship, and you both share the same visions and goals, and that you are here to take this walk with them. Okay, you guys do it together because of your purpose, of your calling. Like, you're literally divine feminine, a catalyst to divine masculine's world to get their will turning. Okay, and they have to be able to make a decision to take that walk with you. Look, and even on this card, you see Gabrielle is in the background. Like, even if it doesn't feel like you're being supported, you are. Heaven is supporting you, even if it still feels like, or what you see with your natural eye, like, oh shit, this is never going to going to happen, or however, it will. Like, you are protected. You are safe. 1440 on my timer. You are safe. You are protected. You are being guided. Both of you. Your masculine is catching these intuitive downloads. They may be trying to stunt like they ain't get it, like ignoring it, but they getting them. Some of them getting through. Something getting through, okay? And I feel like they're being like, it's being like pushed on them constantly. It's coming through people they know is like bringing it to them about your connection with them, okay? Yeah, literally asking, what's up with you and so, you know? And they're getting hit from like every angle, and it's frustrating the hell out of them, but it's happening because they this is the point again. Now they have to acknowledge this part of their lives and realize like this is now you moving, divine masculine moving into this state of acceptance here. Hey, this is divine femme is gonna be in your life. Ain't nothing you're gonna do about it, bruh. But yeah, it's happening, and this is my person in acknowledging here that and actually saying it, okay? A lot of the masculines are saying it, but they say it in their drunken state, or they say it in when they're in their it's like when they're operating in, how can I put it? A lot of them, like I can say, if they're drunk, alcohol, smoking, whatever they may do, it's like their true colors come out. What they're feeling, it comes out. But yeah, when they're in their sober mind, let's just put it that way, they're too much in their ego mindset, and they're fighting it. They're trying to hold on to their independence because those karmic situations have tore them down, and they've never faced them. They never actually dealt with the pain. It's just like, okay, they kept moving forward and now beginning to make decisions for themselves that were based off of the trauma, okay? Making connections with other people based off of their trauma. So yeah, all of this is new to them. Definitely what I heard was like, definitely a hurt piece. Feeling it. A lot of the masculines are going into hermit mode. Look at that. Childhood trauma. Thank you, Spirit. I ain't even get the shuffle. Like, boom. Childhood traumas. All of that stuff is surfacing for them now. Me what I need to see. Somebody masculine's already head is in the gutter, honey. I need to feel you. I need to feel you, okay? So you already know what that is about. The passion between the twins are so intense, honey. It's like, it's healing. It's like medicine. Show me what I need to see. It's a hater in the midst, causing trouble purposely. I am trying to protect you from my karmic, and I'm trying to get my life together. Okay, they know they got a toxic ass karmic. Tell me a little bit about these childhood traumas. It's being made clear to them. The moon card is in the reverse. The masculines are seeing, okay, it's not an illusion, that this is why they are not fully able to give to you. Okay, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Pentacles upright. And it's like, even though they're clear about this, it's just the fact that some of them aren't. I just heard that some of them are not clear. They still, you know, stuck in an illusion, but it's like they're still holding on. And what I'm hearing is like they're still holding on to these traumas because of fear. They're clear that they are affected by these karmic situations and these incidents that may have happened to them. But releasing that pain or that emotion or that regret, all of that, whatever those feelings are, that's the part here where they're beginning to struggle with. Okay, so it's like what I just heard is I heard a masculine voice say, one day at a time, one day at a time. So what I need to see. It's a lot to take on. Coming out, King of Swords. One day at a time. They're cutting it out. They're cutting stuff off. It's just taking them some time to do it. But they are definitely trying to operate in their integrity and trying to gain some type of structure here. over themselves and over their actions and over their emotions and everything here, because they want to be able to start doing things, how can I say it, fair and just or honest, right? They want to be able to solve their problems here without having to do it through manipulation, right? The 6 of Cups upright. So a lot of stuff happened to them in their childhood, and they know that. I feel like they really understand, they're understanding this aspect, because again, they're going through a transformation, right? They're understanding this aspect here, that whatever is taking place, it could have happened to some of the masculines while they were in school. Something could have happened in school, or where they live, their home. Okay. And I feel like whatever is transpiring, it's like it's a sense of familiarity that they're feeling. So whatever situation that they're in is triggering them because it's so familiar, and it reminds them of something, especially you, divine feminine. You know, because we mirror back their wounds to them. So it's like we're constantly always, you know, mirroring that energy, and they clam up, right? And right now it's like, commitment. Oh my God. Like, do you know what happened to me in the past? Literally clinging on to the past. 2101. Do you know I tried to open up to somebody before, and you know what they did? Nah, I'm not doing that no more. It's like a lot of the masculines made a vow. I'm not going to commit. I'm not going to do it. They're rebelling against it and trying to hold firm to it. But let me tell you, the divine is beating them down, honey. 2122. Beating them down, showing them it. They have to face it. I am trying to protect you from my karmic. Why? This is them standing in their power. Why? Because they're trying to protect you from whatever their past is. They're trying to keep things sweet between you and them, right? They want to be able to still offer you, you know, everything that they possibly can. And it's like to protect you from their past, their karmic situations, or the karmic, right? It's different for every masculine. It ain't always another person, right? Like a sexual person or intimate person or baby mamas, baby fathers, stuff like that. But it's like this is them like protecting you from that, from what they've been through, what they have to experience, because it's a lot for them to carry with that person alone. And of course, you have to take on, if you have to take on their karmics or karmic situations energy, that's too much. Like, they don't want to give you that. They're not trying to pass that on to you. That's not your responsibility. That's, I don't know, somebody's masculine is coming through, and it's like I can hear talking like that's not divine femme's responsibility. This is my burdens. These are my problems. Why would I want to give my person my problems? Why would I want to give them my debt? Why would I want to leave them with this? That's not the legacy I want to leave behind. So it's like they're trying to clear up all of this stuff in their lives, because they are going through the transformation. You see the butterflies. They're trying to clear up all this stuff in their lives so that you won't have to, they can be able to offer you something that's innocent, that's pure. Not a cup full of, you understand, shit, but a cup full of honey, right? Something that's sweet. Tell me about these haters. They hating on you. I just seen the Queen of Wands. They hating on you because you're the Queen of Wands. I got the 5 of Swords coming out. They may be picking arguments with divine masculine, Emperor energy. They may be picking fights with divine masculine because of you. It's more like because they see what you're doing. They seeing how divine masculine is connecting with you and things like that. Like, I just heard somebody karmic say, what you see in her. And the masculine coming at them fighting with that sword. The sword is up. Like, they trying to protect you. Because, yeah, this karmic is saying stuff. This karmic is, you know, referencing you is what I'm hearing. And they are on a defense. It's like this, yeah, it's like they on a defense. It's like attack mode. Like, nah, like, leave divine feminine out of this. 5 of Swords. Tell me about the 5 of Swords. Yeah, King of Swords. They coming at them. Divine masculine's in the King of Swords energy, y'all. Okay, they are not lacking structure. They're using their head when it comes to this. They may be a little impulsive, okay, but they feel like they got it under control. And however the masculine is coming at them, yeah, these karmics are not, they're not happy about them coming at them like this. They're not happy about them going through this transformation because now they can't manipulate them. 5 of Pentacles comes out in the reverse. And what I see is like the masculines don't want any of their mess to affect you. What are these haters saying about the live film? Ooh. Oh yeah, because they definitely know. The karmics are definitely seeing. They definitely seeing that you getting your justice. They definitely seeing it. Especially sitting up there like the Queen of Wands. It's like you are attractive. You are manifesting your goals. Some of you are on public platforms. You know what I'm saying? You're being noticed. All of that. They see it. Justice card comes out. And it's like the scales is balancing for divine feminine. That's leading to endings for us. There's quite a few of these karmics too getting toppled over. And one look like they still might be standing, still hanging in there. Probably in there like, nah, why would you do this to me? Like, I'm your this, I'm your that. And with the kid by their side. Using the kid to get the grace. Okay? Literally. Look at that. King of Swords energy. Come through, divine masculines. They ain't with you. They like, nah. You're not bringing none of this craziness over to my divine feminine. Basically. Whatever it is. If they having financial issues, they trying to cut that out. They trying to build their credit. They trying to pay off their debt. They trying to buy houses. They trying to, you understand? They're trying to do everything possible to get themselves in that emperor energy, to become more structured, to do things with, it's like the way it came to me, but it's like I couldn't get it out. It's like they want to operate in their integrity. Seriously, they want to be clear in their thinking. They're doing everything possible to try to cut these things out. They don't want hardship. They don't want to be, experiencing loss or poverty and things like that. Yeah, they are in their ego minds when it comes to, lack in everything. It's like they worry. They worry constantly. Will I be able to do this? Will I be able to be secure financially? Will I be able to, or will I lose this? Will I lose it all? Will I not have enough? So it's like they're working over hard, extremely hard. Some of them are definitely working several jobs, or if they're self-employed, got several gigs and projects and clients and things like that. Like really putting a lot of their energy into trying to build themselves because they are afraid of losing. They want to be the King of Pentacles for you, the lovers. They want to be abundant. They want to be a great provider. They want to offer something serious, but they also want themselves to be financially secure. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why this is so important for them, but yeah, they want to be a great partner. They're slow. King of Pentacles is very slow to commit. Very slow. But once they do, it's long term and it's stable. And it's emotionally and materially fulfilling. Why? Because they're doing the work to try to get themselves to that point. Okay? They trying to get that freaking life together. All right. Okay, divine masculine. Do you, boo? Like, do you, boo? I want to be comfortable. I want to be in my 10 of Pentacles shit. I ain't trying to work no more. It's like, I'm joking, y'all. I want to be able to fully operate in my life purpose and sustain my lifestyle, if not even better, without me having to walk on a campus and go stand behind a podium and teach a developed course that was passed down, and it's just like, I don't know, the ideas I have, I'm not even going to share right now about that. But yeah, it's like I want to be able to really connect with people in a way where I can help. And I'm actually doing it on a university level too, because I do get the opportunity to be able to share a part of me with my students, where I can actually literally tell them about feeling more self-empowered, about loving themselves and things like that. I can go but so far, because of course we are still in a university setting and they have to learn things from the textbook based off of what, you know, supposedly was written and what happened throughout history, right? Which is a bunch of lies. But at the same time, I am able to like put a little bit of me in there. The justice card comes out. Yeah, they're trying to get their life together. Why? Because they're trying to make decisions that are fair and just. Again, they try to be able to be balanced so that they don't have to keep dealing with these karmic cycles. So 6 of Pentacles in a reverse, because they feel like, you know, they're not going to have enough to offer you. It's like, what can I offer you if my life isn't together? How can I give to you? You're going to always keep having to overextend and give to me. I can't give you anything if my life is not together. If I feel like I don't have any control over my life, not over you, divine feminine. If they don't feel like they have any control over their life. Four of Pentacles upright. But when I see it like this, I just feel like when it comes to their, you know, their financial life and things like that, it's like they feel insecure when it comes to that area, or they could, you know, I do feel like they could be holding on to some stuff, you know, from the past. But at the same time, it's like they're holding on to this idea, this certain outcome that they see for themselves. Just like you're holding on to an outcome that you see for you and your masculine. The masculine is holding on to a certain outcome too. It's like it's like this is what they see and this is how they want it to happen. 3 of Wands upright. 3203 on my clock. It's like when it comes to them creating a certain stable foundation, it's like it should look like this. This is what's going to make it lasting. This is what's going to keep us from having these obstacles and these delays, right? Some of the masculines want you guys to be able to, if you've lived with them one time before, to move back together, right? To go on vacations. Like, they want to do stuff. But they're so frustrated because there's so many obstacles, because they don't feel stable. They don't feel secure. Okay, so their biggest goal is to get their life together. Some of them are feeling crazy as crap because even when it comes to their children, they feel like they don't have any control. Like, they got to work so much they can barely even see their kids. Or they got, you know, baby mothers that won't, or that are acting crazy, right? Having all control, because the masculines can't really have a say so. They can't be the man. They can't put their foot down. They can't say certain things, right? Because they feel like they're powerless to these women, because they really have nothing to bring to the plate, period. But dang, right? 3311 on the clock. Thank you for supporting that message. But anything else? Because I'm 33 minutes there. Ace of Wands. Yep. So y'all hear it, y'all. It's like, what I'm hearing is that they have to begin to make these conscious, healthy decisions by following their heart, by taking certain chances, by taking new actions. Okay? Because that's what's going to keep them from having to experience trials and tribulations. There's going to be some. But they want them to be in that energy, because if it comes, they won't get unmotivated. They won't shut down. You know what I'm saying? They won't struggle. They won't have these issues with communicating. Okay, the same things that you had to go through, divine feminine. This is where your masculine is at. Okay, so again, try to see things differently. Change your perspective about it. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. You are the Empress. At the end of the day, you attract abundance. Everything that you're doing is going to be rewarded. It is being rewarded at this time. Okay? All right. So that's it. Don't forget, hit the like button. Peace.